Being a parent in the modern setting, far from village and community living, is hard at times. And we really wish that we could just have our kids play better independently so we could take a breath. For most of us, community living is unfortunately not an option, even though that would be my dream. But even in a nuclear family, independent play is definitely possible for all children of all ages, and I'm so excited to share with you all what I know in this video. There is some misinformation out there about independent play when it comes to children. Some will say that your child has to be taught how to play independently, and other people will say that it's not all children that just can do that. But here's the truth, and I have really good news for you all, is that all children have the capacity and will be able to play independently, basically all day, like my kids. And in this video, I want to show you how this is possible. Luckily, all children have the biological design to want to play all day. All they do is playing. Everything they do is playfully, and we don't have to teach them to be playful. We don't have to teach them to occupy themselves. That's something that they are extremely good at. But we've done something in the West that is rewiring them to not be able to play independently. And that is because of the way we parent. So first step is for you to stop giving them any form of screen time. I know this sounds so hard, but you just have to. That if they have an addiction to that, then they're gonna be much less creative, and it's just gonna be what they will want to do all day. Just like we have a hard time just letting go of our screens. If you're really committed to having your child to just play all day like my kids can and do, and I know that's gonna sound so hard, but once a few days go by, it's gonna be so rewarding, because I believe that's one reason why my kids play so well, is because they never had a screen and they've never been entertained by anything else than themselves, and so they really just know how to entertain themselves, and they are so creative, and they come up with these games and plays all day, every day, and it's just amazing. And that's why you gotta try it, at least for a month. I know it's gonna feel like it's gonna be harder, but it is gonna be easier, because your children are gonna be playing. And this is all ages. It's from babyhood, from they go out of the in-arms phase, when they start crawling. One thing that you really want to do is to give them autonomy. You don't want to instruct them, interrupt them whenever they're doing something. Just give them autonomy, let them be. And that way you are not teaching them that they need you all the time. We don't think about it, but we constantly tell our kids what to do, how to play, what to play with, how to play with it, and then ask them questions and give them directions and no and yes, and we overwhelm them. We constantly give them attention. It's just so not good, because what you're doing is you're taking away their autonomy, you're taking away their independence, and they learn to be dependent on you. They learn that, okay, from babyhood, when they are little, older, they learn that my mom will play with me all day and talk to me and tell me what to do, so I should not even figure out myself how to play, because my mom will tell me. Another tip is to be productive around the house. You want to be doing things, and you don't want to be on your phones. You don't want to be on your screens. You're productive, you want to be cleaning, you want to be cooking, you want to be having projects in the garden or in the backyard. You want to have lots of things to do around the house. And also, one thing that is so important for you is to welcome your children into your day. And that's something that we kind of forget sometimes. We think, oh, I just want you to be able to play, but it is so important, and this is my next tip, is to allow your children into your world and not push them away, because when you do that, you're gonna have them become much more needy and much more wanting to have you play with them and do all these things that makes you not be able to do what you need to be doing. So allow them into your world and let them help you in the kitchen, let them help you clean, let them be with you in that way, because that's just gold for you and it's gold for them. Because really all children wants to do is to see what you're doing and learn from that. Something else that you should do is to allow them to make a mess when it comes to playing with your things, and also allowing them to play with your things if you're not already allowing that. Because again, we want to welcome our kids into our world. They want to play with your things. They're much more valuable to them and they will come up with these amazing games and things. And sometimes it's gonna be messy, but it is just much more beneficial to play with your things than it is to play with a plastic toy that is just made for them. Now I'm gonna share with you all something that probably will shock you all, but it is just amazing. Minimize toys. And you might think, well, I want my kids to be playing with toys all day, but that's actually not what you want to do. You want to minimize toys. Try to get rid of as many toys as you can. If there's toys that they don't play with, get rid of them or put them in a box. One reason is because kids don't need that extra stimulation, and oftentimes we have way too many toys that it kind of overwhelms children to actually play. We almost have no toys in our house, and I can say that there are so many hours of the day where my kids are just playing with their bodies or with other things around the house, or just having their own little world. They don't need toys, and it's very controversial, but it's the truth. And if you put that mindset out there that I don't need to buy any more toys for them to be able to play independently, but I can actually get rid of toys and that will help with them playing better. Something else that you want to be doing if you are having a hard time with your child playing independently is that this is maybe going to be for a while, maybe it's going to be forever. I can say for myself that I don't do this almost never. You want to stop altogether to play with your children. And this might be for a short period of time, it might be forever if it really feels good to you. I personally think that if you're playing with your child, you're sending them the message that they cannot play by themselves. They need you to play with them. Really, children don't need you to play with them. They need you to be the leader in the house, meaning they need to see what you're doing, that excitement of you doing. Sometimes my kids will watch me for half an hour or more, for hours, just what I'm doing. They will just sit and observe, or they will try to help a little bit. But what I'm trying to say here is that that's what kids want. They want to learn from you. And also something else that why you shouldn't play with your children is because you are not playful the same way as kids are. So we're kind of disturbing their own inner world, and only kids are in that world, and we just can't play the same way. But I mean, it doesn't mean that you can't ever play with your children. It just means that if you're having really hard times with your child cannot play, then you have to try to do this for a few months. And I promise you it will help. I'm so excited to see the results of you all trying to do this. Let me know if you were just like, this is just insanely hard, or if you feel like encouraged and ready to make this switch. I can just say real quick that this is the way that I'm inspired by very indigenous communities around the world. This is how we've parented before the modern way of parenting came. We lost our attunement with our own instincts and the way that we parent. Now we feel like we need to watch YouTube videos about how to parent because we have lost it completely. There are communities out there right now living that are completely in tune with their instincts and the way that we were really meant to parent, and it's just so inspiring. I'm so inspired by those communities, and all my videos are gonna be about indigenous parenting, and if you are interested in these kind of videos, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. I have so many tips and tricks and helpful things that are very far from the modern world, modern day parenting, so I'm really excited to share all of this with you. Thank you for watching. If you are here still, I'll see you in the next video.